My people. Welcome back to the channel. It is currently 7:47 a.m. Training shoulders today. Might hit the sauna. Maybe some jiu-jitsu if I'm not rushing and I got time. This will be a 3-minute short. And per usual, it's about female nature. I talked to a buddy last night for the first time in a while. And the first thing this dude says to me is, bro, I'm going through it. And I'm like, man, I'm probably not going to be able to finish this in a 3-minute short, but whatever. So I'm like, bro, what's the problem? And he's like, I was with this girl for 5 months. I haven't seen her in a month. I'm crying. I can't sleep. I can't eat. I loved her. I told her I want to be with her. I'm texting her telling her I love her. I'm texting her telling her true love exists, real relationships work through the problems, so on and so forth. And he goes, I'm hurting bad. I would never wish this pain upon anybody. And I was like, my man, I know you're not going to listen to me, but you should. You need to leave her alone. You need to leave her alone. And as I kept prying and prodding and getting more information, what I ranted about yesterday, to an extent, started to show itself, where there's blatant red flags, like literally going like this in this dude's face from the day they even got together for the first time. Blatant red flags. Blatant red flags. And I'll tell you what one of those red flags was. It was her DMing a dude that she gets drugs from on Instagram saying, can I see it? Can I choke on it? Quickie. Mind you, this girl had the nerve and the audacity to make him take an STD test before they slept together, which is commendable. Like, okay, right? But she told him the usual thing that women say. I've never done this before. I was never taught how to do a BJ. Like, made herself seem like this innocent, good girl. And to any mind that isn't clouded by love and emotion, the dude would be like, okay, so this girl is blatantly lying to me. Despite this dude seeing the Instagram DMs, he still was under the impression she was a good girl. Despite saying that. That is how powerful being in love is, rather than having love for a woman. It will cloud your judgment to such an extent that women will be able to manipulate you into a sense of you literally ignoring the biggest red flag being waved in front of your face you can possibly have. She literally lied to him and told him that she was a good girl. She never really gave BJs before, and another dude was DMing her and getting her to say, can I see it? I can't wait to choke on it. While buying drugs from him. So she would go buy drugs from him, they'd do a quickie. And she'd leave. But she convinced my boy, who's crying over her for the last month. He hasn't seen her in a month. Blowing her phone up. She blocked him. Blowing her phone up. Convinced him that she was a good girl. Now, this can happen to any one of us. We're not immune to this. We're not immune to it. And if you don't have the right guidance, if you haven't become red-pilled, if you haven't become experienced with women in a sense of like having a past woman do this to you, you know, after a woman does it once, you should really never be surprised if it happens again, or a woman attempts to do it again where she, you know, acts like she's a good girl. But it could happen to any one of us, gentlemen. It could happen to any one of us. And it's a shame. It's a shame that we're at where we're at today with this stuff, with women and intersexual dynamics. And I mean, my boy was hurting, dude. He was hurting. Literally said he was crying. It's like I'm crying myself to sleep. I can't eat. I can't sleep. I can't do anything. All I do is think about her. All I do is want to love her and be with her. And he's like, I wouldn't wish this pain on anybody. And I'm like, bro, first off, I told him, you're human. This is normal. It's normal to an extent, right? But I knew, see the thing, I know this guy. And to be honest, if I had to guess, the overwhelming majority of dudes would have the right words just go in one ear and out the other. The stuff I was saying to him last night, most dudes would have these words go in one ear and out the other. I told him, well, stop contacting her. She called the cops on him before. She lied and said that he assaulted her. She kicked him out of her car before, and like just extremely toxic, very, very toxic. I'm toxic. I've been in toxic relationships myself. I've never had the cops called on me though. I think that's me and my other boy were talking the other day. If your wife calls the cops on you, bro, that's betrayal, like right there with cheating, dude. Right there. I lost my train of thought. But this dude's had red flags just thrown in front of his face. And, that's what I was saying. This dude for sure didn't listen to a single word I said. Because he never listens to anybody no matter what the topic was. His personality, who he is. He's sort of a little out there. Like, there's some screws loose in like a clinical way. Like he was diagnosed, you know what I mean, by a professional. So he already doesn't really retain information or absorb information like most people. But at the same time, most people that are going through something like this and feeling a heartbreak like that, they're not really going to retain information given to them or advice given to them. They want it. They want the advice. They want the pain to go away. They want to feel better, but they don't really retain it. And their head is so all over the place with emotion that they forget the advice as well. They can't even apply it. In the past, what I've done is I would write down the advice. And every so often, I'd look at it and remind myself, like, okay, there's this. She's not special. You're going to replace her. There's 4 billion women in this world. There's 4 billion women in this world. What makes you think that you picked the most perfect woman that isn't replaceable? What makes you think that? Not only that, every second that goes by, she's getting worse. Women get worse with age, while men get better with age. So, like, you're automatically winning. Like, off rip, as soon as you guys break up, you're automatically winning. Automatically. So, if you write this stuff down, in order to come back to it and keep looking at it, it's going to help you. But when you're so clouded by emotion, I got the biggest ingrown hair under my chin. It's driving me nuts. So forgive me. You just don't absorb the information as you normally would. And you have trouble with isolating your thoughts. And even if you do, when you do read what you should write down, the advice to remind yourself, like 5 minutes later, it's gone and you're missing her again. So that's why you got to write it down, and that's why you need to remind yourself. And honest to God, Instagram algorithms, or the algorithm on YouTube and Instagram, can be an extremely, extremely, extremely beneficial tool to look at and remind yourself why tripping over a bitch is one of the dumbest things you can do as a man, bro. One of the dumbest things you can do. This Andrew Tate talks about being heartbroken. Couldn't sleep. All he could do was train. Andrew Tate, right? Most dudes would look at him and think like, okay, he never trips over a woman. He's literally like emotionless. Like he just has zero issues losing a woman. To an extent, that's 100% true, right? But he still admits he's human and he still misses the women, and he's been heartbroken before. None of us are immune to this shit. None of us. And it's an undeniable objective fact that we hurt more in a heartbreak or a breakup than a woman does. And a part of the reason why is because women have evolved from thousands of years of evolution to use their hypergamy as a survival mechanism, because their husband and children's father was getting their heads chopped off away at war, or when rivals would raid villages and towns, their husbands and the father of their children would get killed. So they would have no choice as a survival mechanism to find another man or go with the man that killed their husband and learn to love him. Otherwise, that dude's probably killing the children too. That wasn't a rare thing. Like, armies would invade towns and cities and villages. Dudes would kill other dudes, find their girl, realize their girl had babies with that guy, and kill the babies, and then take her and impregnate her. That wasn't rare. That was a regular thing. So women have evolved to be able to get over men, like way quicker than a man gets over a woman. I also believe there's a sense of ownership over a woman. People are going to think I'm nuts for saying this, and they're going to take it wrong. I believe a woman is a man's property to an extent, because he is responsible for her health and safety to an extent, if God forbid an attacker came around or somebody trying to harm her. So that creates this different aspect of love. And that's a part of why it stings that much more when a man loses that, because it's like what was his is literally gone, and another man is dominating and conquering that. Because when a woman has sex with a man, she's being penetrated, she's being dominated, she's being pinned to the bed, right? So that's like your property being invaded to an extent. Sure, she's a human, but context is everything, my friends. Context is everything. Anyways, it's 8 a.m. I'm going to end this video here. Please like, subscribe, and gentlemen, get after it today, bro. Like, don't waste a single second doom scrolling, watching mindless content, wasting your time. Like, just man up, read books. Right now I'm reading The Rational Male, The Unplugged Alpha. Rational Male is from Rollo Tomasi. The Unplugged Alpha is from Richard Cooper. And I'm rereading The Book of Five Rings by Miyamoto Musashi again for the second or third time. Believe it or not, I haven't read The Rational Male or The Unplugged Alpha. I have read both of Myron Gaines's books, Why Women Deserve Less and Why Women Deserve Even Less. But these two books are like the red pill, Bibles. Like, these are the first of their kind to an extent. So what I want out of my subscribers is just genuine, consistent, violent, aggressive discipline in all forms of self-improvement as a man. Like, it's a must. I want my subs. I want to know that the people that love and support me are loving and supporting themselves by utilizing the highest forms of self-respect. Reading, eating right, training, not watching mindless nonsense. Listen to podcasts. Pay attention to something that is bettering you 99.9% of the time, gentlemen. All right? Please like and subscribe. We're just getting started here in this channel, in this realm. We're still just getting started. Even a year from now, I'll still just be getting started. But this is my dream. It's my purpose. And anyone and everyone that comments and likes and subscribes is wholeheartedly helping my dream come true to do this. Not as a side hustle, but like literally as why I am meant to be on this earth would be doing this. So I appreciate and love all of you that like and subscribe to my channel. It means the world to me. It means the world to me. Like, I'm at 128. I don't got the vernacular to continue to articulate how grateful I am. So I love yous. Train hard today. Stay hard today. Get your testosterone up. I'm out.